obviously looks a little bit like Contra, and it's going to play like that too. It's just kind of a run and gun game, but it also, I like to say, has some Zelda 2 elements to it. Not like the Death Mountain and the stuff that traumatized your childhood, like the good stuff from Zelda 2,
Oh,
like
that's
the level up systems and the skill trees and things like that from
okay.
Zelda
Okay.
2. So I have not played this game before. However, I did commentate the weekly race last Saturday. How about you, August? Have you played this game before, August?
I did not play, but I did see the preview races.
Well, nobody played this game before August. It actually came out earlier this month.
Yep.
I told that joke before the stream started. It didn't fly then, and it didn't fly now. I'm sorry, everybody. I thought it might.
I
Go
thought
better
it was
the second
awesome.
time.
I thought it was pretty good. So the game came out on August 40th. Got it.
It was much better the first time.
All right. So it looks like they're just kind of going through a tutorial section about now before we get into the meat of the game.
The meat of the game, which if they're going for a carnivore build, that's exactly what they'll be doing.
Ooh, I like the. I guess I'll see the different build capabilities that we have here. Oh man, here we are, just hopping right in there.
So the way you gain experience points in this game is by eating stuff, and the different skill trees are different diets. Like you can be a carnivore, you can be a vegetarian, you can be the omnivore, or as they call it, I see it, I eat it build. And yeah, the more calories you consume, the slower your character is, but the calories are kind of like your experience points. So you want to get them and you want to not get them. There's a really interesting balance between the two mechanics as far as speedrunning goes.
I see. Yeah. So you wouldn't want to eat, to your full capacity because then you're going to be kind of slugging around there. I'm liking this dash punch I'm seeing here. It seems like a pretty good way to a really good mobility thing they've got going on.
Yeah, and remember, these runners have been grinding this game out for the last week, so we're going to see some good performances here. From what I'm told, according to Feasel, these runners are expected to finish under 2 hours, so it's going to be pretty cool. Do you guys know... So we had some fun last week talking about what the bosses might be of each stage. I don't know if you guys haven't seen this run before or haven't seen the game, then feel free to guess what the boss is of each stage.
Ooh. I'm gonna go... What are we just kind of running through? It looks like we're in like a factory kind of area now after just being outside. I'm gonna say a mutant potato.
Mutant potato, alright. August?
And I unfortunately have seen the bosses and did a little bit of reading up on the lore of the bosses, so I will abstain from the game.
Okay.
I definitely want to hear this lore when we get there.
Well, you can't abstain from this game. You have to bite the bullet. There's no... there's no refraining from eating in this game.
You said that they had like a choice of how to like level up and stuff by eating stuff. Is there like actually a detriment to not eating? I mean, you said experience, but is there like some other gameplay mechanic?
So is there some kind of like a ascetic build where you refuse to eat anything? And,
well, I didn't know if like
like a fasting build.
Yeah,
I don't think so. That might be.
It would go against the
game mechanic. It would go against the game. That would be like refrain from biting the bullet. Maybe the sequel.
Oh, is this
that
like
is interesting, right? So like you can be a vegetarian. In that case, you'd kind of abstain the meat variety of enemies. But there's also a Robovore chain where you only eat metal enemies.
I'd love to see a keto build where you have to eat only fat, and if you eat carbs, you just instantly fall asleep.
Alright, so I saw kind of like a post-level skill screen there. That was the different diets you were talking about?
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought Hourglass can take kind of a dip into the slurry down below. That didn't seem too good. Do they have like what's the life and health situation we're looking at here, do you know?
I think the red bar is the health. The red bar that you see on the top left HUD, and So it's kind of like Contra rules. If you die, you respawn right on the spot where you died. But if you get a game over, you go back to the last checkpoint.
I see.
And it's really hard to see the life count on the restream, like how many lives they have left. And I don't.
Is that
Yeah.
second bar like their stomach or their hunger?
Yeah, I think that's their XP bar or their calories.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You gotta burn
There's-
those.
There's a super mode, kind of like Sonic, supersonic mode. You can enter a Zombro mode, where you're kind of invulnerable for a short while.
You can be a zombie?
Well, no, you're a Zombro.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Oh, there's the moon. The moon lets you know the boss is near.
Does it? Okay.
I think. I forget. In some of the later levels, you don't see the moon until like the pre-boss area. I think that might actually be. I think Hourglass is actually coming up on the boss here, which may or may not be a giant potato. I'm not gonna say.
I can't wait to see this potato, dude.
I can guarantee the boss is edible.
Ooh. Yeah, that was going to be a question of mine. Looks like Speed Tommy is not too far behind. It's a quick level up, it looks like. There seems to be like a lot of different skills and stuff that you can go down. I'd be interested to see like the numbers on all of them and like how many different varieties of stuff there are.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how the speed run evolves as more info and strats are discovered.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of this restream and why we've got the bounty out, so that people can really push the limits of the game, even as it's fresh on the market.
Oh yeah, it seems like a great way to get more people interested, and glad a network such as Speed Gaming can show off these new games like this. This is pretty good.
Yeah, and speaking of network, make sure you follow Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, Speed Gaming _DE, French and Spanish. Yep. The bot lets you know about all the international streams and stuff, so really cool. I don't think that we're actually running any multilingual streams for this game, but maybe we will. Hey. Thank you, Speed Gaming. And Portuguese. I forgot Portuguese. Sorry. And also, while you're giving out some follow love, make sure you follow the runners as well. Speed Tommy, Hourglass, and 1Up40 put some time into this game throughout the week to make sure they put on a good showcase for you this Saturday afternoon, or morning if you're on the West Coast, or evening if you're in Europe.
I'm loving this neon sign in the back. That's just the guy with mayonnaise, I think. Like
That guy's on the keto diet, I think, eating
consume mayonnaise.
I think that's the Mayo Clinic.
The Mayo Clinic. That's it.
There is a product placement billboard on one of those for an energy drink, I think, but it's hard to see in the restream.
I don't think Twitch would quite be Twitch without energy drinks.
I do like all the split decisions you have to make when all the new guns and stuff drop. Like you have to like quickly decide, is this like strong enough that I want it right now? Are the detriments worth it?
Yeah,
Things
so
like that. It seems like there's a lot of that going on.
that's a good point to introduce the RNG elements of the speedrun. The layouts of the levels are always consistent, so it's not quite a roguelike. However, the enemies that spawn and the drops that they give you are randomized, so I don't think that these runs are seeded, so we might get some there's your potato.
Cool.
We might get some different strats based on which weapons drop for each runner. And yeah, it's actually a turkey. So you got close. It's like, well, you didn't say sweet potato, so I'm not gonna give it to you. If you said sweet
Dang.
potato, I'd say you're on the right track.
Giant robot turkey vulture thing. Alright, I can get behind this. I think it's fine. I do like his Gatling guns strapped to his sides there, and his rocket launchers. One up just kind of went right through him. Oh, it's got another health bar.
Well, this is officially the Giga Vulture. Luckily, vultures only eat dead things, so try not to die.
Oh. Oh yeah, is that the lore behind the boss? You alluded to boss
the
lore,
first
and I
boss
wish
was
to
designed
know.
to be fairly straightforward to avoid overwhelming the player too early in the game and to go down after a steady onslaught from your assault rifle. Throughout the fight, he'll swoop down at you, launch missiles, and rain down bullets from his miniguns. So try to make quick work of him if you can. If you've been picking up weapon upgrades and crafting, he'll go down in a pinch.
Alright,
He's got a
Hourglass
third.
also up to the volley vulture. So there is a checkpoint right before the boss. So as I said, if the players run out of health, then they'll respawn there if they have another life. But if they get a game over and they have to continue, they'll actually be right before the boss. They'll just have to start the boss fight over.
Oh, I like the dead zone straight under the boss there. Oh, but then he got sat on. Don't get sat on by this guy. He looks pretty chunky.
I mean, when in doubt, the booty's the way out.
Is he gonna eat him? Oh, devoured.
So is that considered a robot for the robot build?
The text is too small on the screen for me to tell.
Alright, so 1UP40 is the first to clear Area 1 and defeat the first boss. However, Hourglass and Speed Tommy are right on their heels. And I think the next zone is the Junkyard?
Alright. From that screen, does it appear we have 8 different big stages to go through?
Yep, there are 8 total bosses.
Well, the beginning of this zone has a moon, so I was completely wrong about that moon theory.
This stage seems a lot darker than the other one.
Yeah, I was looking at 1UP40's splits. He had posted a screenshot of his splits, and lists the first level is Lunar City. The second stage is listed as Ghoul City. A little darker.
Yeah, I'll say. That must be... Well, no. I'd say you could see Lunar City in the background because it has the same moon, but I feel like another place on the same planet would still have the same moon.
What makes you think it's the same moon?
Well, it certainly looks... Well, I mean... comparing the two moons here, they're quite similar.
What do you mean? This one's red. The other one was dark red.
Maybe it's a different time of day here in Ghoul City.
Maybe that's the sun.
It's a different time zone.
I'm not actually sure. August is our lore master. Does August know if this game takes place on Earth or...
I do believe it is situated on the planet Earth.
So probably only one moon. Unless
It must be in the future. 'Cause our moon doesn't look like that.
It might be the latest in holographic or projection technology.
Or
Oh,
it
so
could,
it's not a real moon.
it could be a meteor hurling toward the planet.
That seems more likely.
So get your Breath of the Wild references out because there is a blood moon here. Alright, Speed Tommy being the third to finish stage 1. Game over is going to set the runners back to the last checkpoint, so there is a little bit of a risk here. Still anybody's race. 1UP obviously still in the lead at this point.
Yeah, it seems like you could make a lot of decision how much damage do you want to take? Like, how safe do you want to be while still going fast here? Like, you can plan your little dash punches to avoid enemies, but it also seems like it might be faster just to, go straight through them and take some damage if it saves you some frames.
And saving frames is the name of the game. Actually, the name of the game is Bite the Bullet.
Bullet. Yeah. Well, sometimes
So-
you just gotta bite the bullet and take that damage.
So I had kind of a fan theory last week, and that is, if you can eat anything in this game, and the game is called Bite the Bullet, then everything must be made out of bullets.
Made out of bullets? Yo, I like that ball soda product placement. Was that the product
That's what
placement
it
we talked
was,
about?
yeah.
Nice.
Is that
Dude,
an
I
energy
remember-
drink, or I'm just completely off.
I remember balls from long time ago in the LAN party days. I didn't know they were actually still around. That's really great. Right. I think they've been opting to skip out on some upgrades. Either, I guess, maybe not having enough experience, or maybe there's not something they want to bother upgrading at this point. Maybe they... I can't imagine they have every upgrade they want already.
Yeah, that seems to be a big decision, is what guns you want to get, what upgrades, and when you want to upgrade.
Something Hourglass having a lot of bullet on the screen right here. There certainly are a lot of enemies in this game to take out, and you'll get a lot of experience and stuff from. They're skipping out on a lot of stuff, but it's interesting to see. Like, just how things have progressed in a week. Like, I'm sure just daily things are changing drastically. Like, hey, we don't need actually this much experience if you play really dangerously in this part with these hundreds of enemies. Just don't get hit and you'll be fine. Ooh.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, speaking of not getting hit there, it looked like Hourglass took a big ol' explosion and subsequently a death right there, but probably
did
still
GG.
okay on lives.
Did 1UP just get a GG?
But hello.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It looked like he spawned in
But
a different spot,
unfortunately,
but I could
we
be wrong.
can bite bullets, but we can't bite explosions.
Man, I want to go on an explosion diet. Just eat the grenades that the enemies throw at you.
Combustivore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
like
great,
Kirby.
actually. There you go, devs. When your expansion pack comes out, because it won't be DLC, it's an expansion pack. You can add that as a new tree to go down and consume.
Yeah, but maybe eating all that would give you explosive. Never mind.
Oh, I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would.
This is a PG stream, guys. This is more like a G+ stream.
Oh, is
Not
that the second boss?
I believe it is. This is the hamster. No, the hamster's a good guy. Oh, it's a boar. That's what it is. That's right. This is the boar.
Some sort of zombie boar? He doesn't look like... it looks like he's seen
Zomboar.
better days, honestly.
I mean, that could be said of every zombie, I think.
It's missing a little bit of skin there.
This is the flesh golem, frog-like in nature and in appearance.
I'll say.
Frog-like. What is this, Super Metroid?
Avoid his bombs and his Reinhardt-like charge, and you can stave him off. He tends to jump a lot too, so be prepared to get out of the way.
1UP is doing a fairly good job of staying out of the way, I'd say. On to phase 2 of the boss, it looks like.
Yeah, Hourglass also on the Zombor here, the flesh golem.
Looks like Hourglass is armed with flamethrower of sorts.
Yeah, and this is where RNG is going to come into play. Depending on which weapons you get, you can employ different strategies, some may be faster than the others. And actually, Hourglass is tearing up this boss with that flamethrower.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm used to flamethrowers in games just being like short range, high damage things, and it seems to be quite similar in this one.
And you know, this is this game's slightly derivative of Contra, like we've said, and I like how the F gun in Contra changed every time the game. Like in the first game, it was just like Link to the Past sword beams and would just spin around everybody. It was terrible. I like the F gun in the second game, where it was just like super strong and long range, and you could charge it up. And then in Contra 3, you got, you know, an actual flamethrower that looked kind of like this.
Oh, they've got lasers.
Fire
Hourglass
the
looking
laser.
Hourglass looking. Actually, both players on the boss. Well, I guess Speed Tommy's on the boss too, but Owl and 1UP looking pretty low on health here. I guess if they can just respawn back at the boss, it is too big of an issue if they have extra lives. Yeah, that flamethrower really caught up Hourglass, I'll say. Provided that they're on the same phase. I don't know where the phase indicator is on the bus.
Well, we got. Oh, geez,
Ooh.
Hourglass is like a couple seconds. Well, actually, 1UP just took a GG. That's
Oh,
the
no.
big the big white flash on the screen is the GG. So 1UP, I think there's a checkpoint right before the boss. So 1UP will be right here. However, has
Oh,
some time
no.
to make up against Hourglass and Speed Tommy.
Dude,
Well,
he was
especially
right.
Hourglass.
Hourglass was right at the end too. Oh man, that's gotta be.
Yeah, it
really
looked like
disappointing.
they were both on the big laser phase.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and you can see his timer just turned red. So if 1UP does have their splits up, then the red numbers indicate being behind on their splits.
Speed Tommy on the final phase now. The laser phase, I assume, is the final phase.
Phaser
Hourglass
laser.
hopped into our third stage here. Going underground.
Yeah, this is like the Paleolithic zone. Or desert, or Badlands. So you can try to guess what the boss is of this stage.
Ooh, there's a pirate ship hanging out of here.
No, the boss isn't a pirate ship.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I said all the bosses are edible.
They're edible. Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past this game to have an edible pirate ship, okay?
And I mean, in this game, robots are edible, so...
A robotic edible pirate ship.
Alright, Speed Tommy just cleared off area 2. About a minute behind Hourglass, and 1UP playing catch up here.
Well, if we're going for kind of the animal theme here, at least the last two bosses were, maybe a snake. I'm gonna go with the snake. We'll see if it's a snake.
Just a regular snake, not a zombie pirate ship snake.
Mm. You got me going now. I'm questioning my decisions here. Alright, 1UP onto the next phase, the boss. Looks like it will be the last phase. Has some time to make up. Hourglass in a fairly comfortable lead right now, it seems. Speed Tommy enters the third stage. Punching his way through. I do like this move tech. It
You know
seems
what
fast enough to where you always want to use it, but it also seems like dangerous enough that you have to actually, you know, calculate where you're going with it almost every single time you do it.
It reminds me of Symphony of the Night Richter runs.
Yeah, his
Which
little
is like
dash.
if you've ever actually played Symphony of the Night Richter mode, and you understand how hard that button combination is to do the dash, like it just looks painful. There probably aren't quite as many inputs involved in this dash punch, but Richter mode.
Yeah, the Soten inputs are actually pretty nutso. And 1UP does finish the boss, and we'll be joining our other players here in the 3rd stage.
This is kind of like the Jigglypuff Infinite Flight punches today in Smash Bros. Oh, fell in a pit. It's their Speed Tommy.
Now, is that purple spinning thing on the far left, is that kind of their lives counter? Because it looks fairly empty for the runners right now. That's just a little concerning.
Oh man, 2 pirate ships. Speed Tommy.
These little, I guess these little portals that they're going to, those are the checkpoints you alluded to before? They're like kind of a transition between areas. They seem like
Yeah, I don't know if those equate to where you respawn after a GG though.
I see. It does seem like you have an upgrade opportunity at them, so that comes fairly often, rather than just between stages. Ooh, I like this this night theme going on here on Hourglass's side.
Yeah, the purple. Shoutouts to Adirondack Rick.
Are they purple people?
Yeah, Adirondack Rick. Yeah, Rick is totally cool. Rick does all of the schedule layouts for the Speed Gaming Network. Works really hard for the show, and he likes the color purple.
Oh, nice.
Can't blame him. Cool color. It's Adirondack Rick's birthday today.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. Well, if he happens to be watching, and you know, if he's not sleeping in from having to block out the weekend schedule all night last night, then happy birthday, Rick.
This purple stage is for you, buddy.
Yep, Speed Gaming wouldn't be what it is without Mr. Adirondack Rick.
I had the pleasure of doing an SMZ3 commentary with him a few weeks ago. Really great guy.
Is that a mutant squirrel? Is that what that guy was?
Yeah, that's the mount.
Oh, can you write it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It depends. I think there's a branching bonus stage around this point in the game, and yeah, you get to ride the mutant squirrel.
Do you ride him or do you climb inside of him?
I mean, it depends if it's Little Nemo rules or not.
Oh no. Dude, Little Nemo is some some horror stuff right there.
I just speaking of the color purple, you know the purple lizard from Little Nemo?
Yes.
If you actually look closely into that spray, I mean, just look. There's like some wrinkles around the point where Nemo is like supposedly sitting on top of him, and yeah, that game's great.
Okay. Hourglass is here on to the 3rd boss. It's not quite a snake, but it is very snake-like in appearance. It looks more like a serpent, I would say. I mean, I guess that's kind of a snake.
No, it's a pirate ship. What are you talking about?
No, this is the Snatchoid. Paying homage to classic bosses like Ocarina of Times of Volvadia and Risk of Rain's Magma Worm, as well as the legendary works of sci-fi like Dune and Tremors.
An Illusion of Gaia.
I hope the RNG is not that bad.
Yeah, so there is a bit of a surprise to this boss, is that it only has 2 forms instead of 3.
Ooh.
So everyone is surprised.
It doesn't seem to be. The first phase didn't seem to be too bad. This one, it's a little.
This looks like some good
bouncing
pattern
things.
manipulation from Hourglass. It's just
Yeah. I was curious if that's what it was doing here. It does seem to be pretty good, yeah. It doesn't seem to be too dangerous. These bouncing things don't seem to be coming anywhere close to damaging you.
Yeah, a few months ago when this boss was featured on stream, it kind of broke. I think
Speed
the last
Tommy-
few months has been reworked to a more stable boss.
I see, I see. Speed Tommy doesn't seem
Like
to
a
be too
horde?
far behind here.
And one has to wonder if this strategy that Hourglass is employing is sacrificing speed for the sake of safety. But boss is down. Moving on to stage 4.
Oh, gotta eat him first.
Gotta eat him.
Man, what does eating a boss do to your diet? It's crazy.
Increases your diet.
Well, that's true. It seems to be just a lot of food at once, but our hero here seems to be fairly.
Well, they're on
comfortable with-
vacation. It's fine.
I'm sure he's about to work off those calories right now as Hourglass hops into stage 4. Ooh.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
sort of-
they take a lazier approach. They don't work out. They just kind of purge.
I'm sure doing this dash punch takes a lot of your, you gotta.
Yeah, that is true. It's an interesting mechanic of the game. The more you move, the more calories you do burn.
It doesn't seem like they're prevented from doing the move without, like, eating a whole
They
lot.
do once they reach a certain threshold.
Oh.
They become rather portly.
But it doesn't seem like having 0 on the second bar, which is like someone said, like their stomach or calorie. It seems like if that's like down to 0, it doesn't completely prevent the mobility thing, or maybe I just haven't caught it completely.
Yeah, I think that it more affects their beefiness, how tough they are.
Don't need to be beefy if you can just outrun everything. Right, Speed Tommy takes down our worm friend here, devours them to gain their courage, and we'll be joining Hourglass on the 4th stage.
It's just
One
like
up.
Mega Man, you know? Defeat the
Yeah.
Robot Master and you eat it to gain its power.
Did
Oh,
One
is
Up
that
have-
what Mega Man does?
Wait, is Mega
Yeah,
Man
that is what it
Kirby?
Oh, wins the crossover.
The fan theory. Hang on. What if, like, in the future, Dr. Light revived Kirby and turned him into an android? And that's
my
what
gosh.
Mega Man is.
You know how Mega Man's like face is like the only skin part he has, right?
That's like all of Kirby.
It's just Kirby. It's just Kirby in the helmet. That's all it is. So I don't know if some mishap happened to One Up here, but it looks like they were starting the 3rd stage completely over again.
I can't stop thinking. Kirby.
You're gonna. I hope that sticks with you for like weeks now.
I mean, I am planning on playing some Mega Man this weekend, so it's definitely going to be on my mind.
Nice. Oh, he's soft locked. Oh no.
I think that's a jinx. I think he, before the race, said, good luck, no soft locks.
Oh no, did he say that? And then oh no. That's pretty feels bad. Oh man. I wonder if that was like a known soft block that happened and it just wasn't enough prevention that he did to avoid it.
Alright, so Hourglass and Speed Tommy are on the hospital stage. What do you think the boss is going to be there, Mikan?
Well, I'm seeing some mutant things in some tubes here. So I'm gonna say it's a big lab rat.
That was my guess, actually.
Oh.
Now the biolabs are the next level.
Oh. Hmm.
This is technically the hospital.
I see. I see. Is the boss indoor or outdoor?
I think indoor,
It's indoor.
from what I recall.
I'll stick with my original suggestion.
So these things hanging from the ceiling on Speed Tommy's stream, I call these the GLaDOS syringes.
I can see why they're called that. Wow.
I mean, I call them that. They're not really called that.
I'm sure everyone calls them that.
They will now.
Those actually like shoot? Because I like the idea of a turret that's just like a melee turret. All it does is descend to stab you.
Well, they're like sunken colonies, right?
Oh, that's true. They,
But they're not. But they're on the ceiling instead of sunken.
I don't know if that was the music or not, but I like the elevator noises. Alright, Hourglass getting deeper into the hospital. Looks like he's contemplating picking up whatever this is. He definitely... Yeah, he spent a little bit of time there deciding. Seemed unsure, but he did end up picking it up. Ooh, hit some sort of like warp or secret right there? Oh, like little teleport things. Whoa. Oh, watch over that rocket. Alright, one up is onto the purple part here. Should be getting to the worm here fairly soon.
Our other two runners progressing through.
It's a long elevator. Are we getting to the boss soon?
Did that elevator just say thanks to Alza?
It did. That's awesome.
It reminds
Thank-
me of the doors from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They're like, it's my pleasure to open for you today.
Oh, now we're going deep down. Wouldn't surprise me to see a boss coming up here. He is electing to upgrade some stuff here. Dang, there's a lot more of these little stat nodes than I thought.
Yeah, once this game gets really optimized, those menu strats are gonna really come into play. You know, losing 2 or 3 seconds trying to skill up.
I don't know about these green test tubes here. I don't know if I would like eat any of the stuff around this area at all.
I was thinking they might have Metroids inside of them.
I wouldn't want to eat those either.
I mean, they're gonna eat you if you don't eat them.
Yeah, the thing with green goo is it's either gonna kill you or it's gonna turn you into a superhero.
Oh, this is some life decisions there. I'm not sure. It's really hard.
Just make a safe state; it'll be fine.
It seems to like cheapen the experience.
Yeah, no safe scumming on life.
All right, worm time for one up. Yeah, it didn't seem like this boss gave it a whole lot of opportunity to damage it properly. It's opting to use the flamethrower that Hourglass had. It feels like a piercing weapon like a rapid piercing weapon like that would be fairly good against worm enemies, if video game logic has taught me well. It's weird to me that a worm enemy would be vulnerable on its body and its tail and not its head. Video games didn't teach me that.
Its main squishiness is on the soft underside.
Oh, boss time. It's a... What is this tank person?
Did you guess tank person? With an aardvark face.
An aardvark face. No, I didn't guess that. I did not.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if Smash TV's Mutoid Man and Bioshock's Big Daddy had a baby?
I mean, it's called Big Daddy, so it has to have a baby.
This is the Beastie 3K, a big hulking dude with tank tracks for legs, a massive drill for an arm, and a handsome javelin.
Handsome javelin?
That's what is on MegaCatStudios.com.
Yeah, and shout outs to MegaCat Studios for making Bite the Bullet and for also sponsoring this stream, as well as the world record bounty. $1,000 to the first place world record holder, $500 to second place, and $250 to third place. And if you're on the website there, does it list the cutoff date for the world records?
It was sometime early next month, so it's still about 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, so you
At
can
least.
still pick up this game on Steam. It's $15 right now, and that's a good investment if you're getting $1,000 back, right? September 13th. Thank you very much, Mind of Me, who is also running the restream today. Hello.
All you gotta do is go fast. And with a very quickly evolving speed game that just came out, I'd say it's pretty likely that you could, like anyone out there, could learn to just be as good as these players right now. They're still... I mean, I'm not like saying that to throw shade on these runners. I'm just saying that... No, I mean to say that I feel like it'd be... Since the game hasn't been out...
It's a burgeoning speedrunning.
Yeah, the game hasn't been out, so everyone's... when the game first comes out, everyone's kind of on the same page.
Yeah, but if you do want to pick up some strats to start off with your own speedrunning adventure, make sure you follow these runners, and you're sure to learn a thing or two by watching their streams as well. So they're practicing throughout the week.
And Hourglass takes out the Aardvark. Gosh, that's a sentence I didn't think I'd say today. And Speed Tommy seems to be pretty close behind. This test tube they're standing on top of seems to be pretty safe, actually.
And their 1-up-40 has dispatched the worm, Snatchoid,
Nice.
about a stage behind.
Yeah, that game over against the boar, the flesh golem, kind of showing up here for 1-up, unfortunately.
Oh, Hourglass takes a dip down there in the pit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Hourglass,
another one.
Hourglass has maintained this lead since the stage 2 boss, though. So.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be insurmountable, though. Speed Tommy seems to be fairly close by as he takes out the boss. So
yeah,
one kind of major mishap could change things.
Not that we're cursing anybody.
I know everyone loves to see a close race. They're always rooting for the underdog. Though it's hard to say who is the underdog in this this game right now. Having the top 3 runners here together. Are there PB times close to each other? I actually didn't check that. I'm gonna go check that.
Me too.
Well, it actually appears that 1-up is the record holder currently by just a couple seconds, honestly, over Speed Tommy. And Hourglass is just a couple minutes behind that. Seems to be very volatile. All these PB submissions were within 2 days. So I'm sure these 3 runners are pals. They hang out and discuss strats and stuff.
Well, one of them is in the PAL region, the other 2 are in North America.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Very, very lively in the Discord.
So what are we looking at here for the... Is this the 5th stage, is it?
This is the biolabs.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Everything... The platforms are very green. Oh, goodness. Oh! Okay, that was pretty cool. Hourglass dashing out of those crushers right before they got him. Somehow didn't fall into the goop there. That was pretty good. Let's see if Speed Tommy can get through that section the same. Whoa, it's very green down here.
It's good if you're on the vegetarian build, right?
Yeah, it's all green. Everything here is completely natural.
Yep.
Alright, here's that part. Speed Tommy. Oh, he just blows right through it. Nice. No problems at all. Before the crushers can even close again. Seems to be a lot of places in this stage where you can just kind of fall into a pit and immediately lose a life. There's kind of a pause there on Hourglass' screen. I wonder what was happening there. I think he might have gotten grabbed by an enemy or something. Don't get grabbed. Because that means you are not moving fast. Punching your way through everything. There's a lot of enemies in this part. Holy moly.
You mean a lot of
with that
food.
flamethrower.
Alright. Speed Tommy's got a couple more stages to try to catch up here, or hope Hourglass makes a mistake here on the bosses. But the lead doesn't seem to have changed that much. They seem to be about the same distance away as they have been for the past while.
Yeah, and this looks like a good run for Hourglass. Like we said, his personal best was about 5 minutes behind Speed Tommy. So Hourglass is the underdog. Maybe. But again, all really close.
Yeah, they're all really close. Now, Hourglass is going to the left, and that's unnatural for me. In video games, you go to the right. It's very, very strange.
Unless you're playing Yoshi's Island and like there's 3 signs with arrows on them telling you to go to the left, like you're not gonna think of it.
They really wanted to hammer it in there.
And it's an auto scroller too, like you better go the right way.
Oh, I don't like this goopy pit. Hourglass barely gets through with the dash punch. Taking a lot of damage here. I don't know. I at the beginning of the stage, I saw Hourglass like fall into the goop twice, and I assumed that was an instant life loss. So I'm not positive on how many lives he might have left. Hopefully it's enough to where we won't see a game over.
Right, you had a really nice fall to a platform that you just barely landed on. I'm thinking he knows his way around the stage. He's at a good point in his run. Has what he needs.
Yeah, and again, the layouts of the platforms and such are consistent. The enemy spawns and drops are a little random, but you can always expect to know which direction you're going.
No, he went down to that area down there and then came back out. Did he like? Was there like a hidden item down there, perhaps that he just really wanted? Or maybe there was an objective down there that needed to be hit. Oh, that was close.
Seems likely.
I saw a thing on Owlglass's game that looked kind of like the stage 1 boss, the vulture guy, but miniature with a halo.
Oh no!
So is that like the ghost of the boss?
The ghost of Robot Vulture's past.
This spinal cord thing is gross. Is that like a giraffe spinal cord?
It's really long. I guess the
You
mutant
know,
giraffes can
spinal
be
cord
as...
is a delicacy here in the post-apocalyptic world.
All right, Speed Time is going through that little other area too. I'm sure there might have been an objective or just like a maybe there was an item spawn. Oh yeah, okay. This little thing here has like a target on it. I'm sure they have to go hit it to activate something. Oh, boss time.
If you guessed amorphous blob with tentacle and skull, then you were correct.
That's not an animal. Well, the rising goop here, it doesn't seem to instant kill you, but probably does a lot of like health ticking damage.
Yeah, I'm sure that the amount of health coming into the boss fight is a big factor in whether or not you can dispatch it quickly.
He doesn't seem to be caring about his health right now because he does just kind of hang out in the boss's face, taking all the damage. So probably has enough health and lives to just kind of face tank through all this damage right now. At least that's what he thinks. We'll see if it actually ends up that way. Okay, well, yeah, that didn't seem too bad at all.
I'm gonna eat this.
Oh, don't eat that! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's glowing green.
It doesn't appear like it's killed him, so he must be a superhero now.
That's great. I wish, like, just for that stage, the ability upgrade the screen was just green instead of red. Like, yeah, you're gonna be feeling this meal for the next couple hours at least.
Yeah, and Speed Tommy, about 1 to 2 minutes behind, is about to enter their amorphous blob boss fight.
As one up is on to the Aardvark. You say, you claim, if that's a real animal.
A real animal. I mean, yeah. Did you ever see that guy with the fist meme? The yellow sweater?
No,
The yellow
Arthur? Yeah, I guess
yeah.
Arthur is an Aardvark.
I mean,
That guy with the
hopefully.
fist.
Honestly, Arthur doesn't even look like an aardvark. I don't like. I love Arthur's great. I freaking love Arthur, but he doesn't look like an aardvark.
Alright, I looked up an Aardvark and I don't exactly see the resemblance to Arthur.
Alright, in phase
I don't
2,
think so.
oh Arthur, yeah, okay. So phase 1 of this boss had an aardvark face, but phase 2 is just a person's face.
This is a person cosplaying as an Aardvark.
Cosplaying as a Frankenstein. Cosplaying as an amorphous blob. Speaking of amorphous blobs, there goes that boss for Speed Tommy.
He's gonna eat it too. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that must be the optimal strat, right? No, there's no way maybe one, but not 2 runners would eat amorphous blob unless it were the optimal speed strat.
Yeah, this probably was not an accident.
I accidentally ate this giant mound of green goo.
Oh man.
Maybe the first bite is an accident, not the next 20.
It's very addicting, yeah.
Do you ever try to open a door, but you miss the handle and you walk into the door and you're like, I pushed the wrong button, or You get onto an
No.
elevator. Like if you live on the 4th floor of your apartment building, you get on the elevator and you mean to push the button to go to the ground floor, but you accidentally crouched. Don't you hate when that happens?
Oh yeah, I crouch in elevators IRL all the time to try to get them to descend one floor.
Yeah, no. What's worse is just getting in the elevator, the door closes, and you just never push the button. And
You
you're
just
like,
hang
wait,
out.
why isn't it moving?
You look up and it starts going up. Man, video game physics are weird. Their elevator companies have some really like strict mechanics and how they work. I like this little starry like stage going on here on Hourglass's side. Is this like a little shiny gem cave or something we're in? It's hard for me to tell.
Yeah, it's the 7th sanctuary location from Earthbound.
Oh.
Pretty cool. I think we actually had to cut the restream right after that slime boss last week since we had the Super Mario Brothers finals, but now we actually get to see a new stage, hitherto unseen on Speed Gaming,
Nice.
and it does look really nice. I love it.
Oh, crazy.
The stream brought to you by the new vocabulary word of the day, hitherto.
That's like the vocabulary word of 100 years ago. Not today. I don't even know what it means. I hope I used it right.
I understood it from context.
There's a lot of different geography in this stage. We were in kind of Geode Cave, and then everything's looks on fire, but we were just on like a waterfall there, some crazy treetops.
I think this is every stage from Contra in one stage.
Every
We're gonna go to a hangar next, right?
And then the alien.
play.
Yeah. Oh, now we're back to purple. I like this. The purple night treetops.
This looks like a Donkey Kong stage.
It really does, yeah.
But the vulture was in the first stage.
Is he back?
No, he was just the boss in Donkey Kong.
Oh! Okay, I got the joke. Thanks.
Well, you didn't get it. I explained it, but whatever. You got
Now
it.
I understand.
Hourglass maintaining his lead through the forest. Sweet Tommy hot on his heels, though.
Did One Up already do that crazy crusher part? I think he might have already. Because I wanted to see how they got through it. I like these crazy huge snakes coming out of the test tubes. What are all these soldiers doing in the treetops? These robots and... Like, is there a natural resource here they're protecting, perhaps?
Trees.
Look, I don't think they're protecting the trees. It's already pretty hollowed out, actually.
Maybe they're like green slime trees. That seems to be the enemy's main resource here is green slime.
Green
So maybe
slime.
like, you know, if this game is futuristic, you know, in post-apocalyptic world where everything's radioactive and made out of bullets.
Ooh. I don't know if what Hourglass did there was a skip or not, but he used multiple upward plunges to like get through a section, and lost a lot of their health doing it, but seems to have gotten through just fine. Alright. So, alright, the boss for Tree Stage here. I
I haven't seen this boss yet because
oh, you can guess too.
yeah. All right.
You can guess stuff.
I'm gonna say it's the squirrel from The Simpsons that shoots the acorn down with the lasers, like in the radioactive tree when
Mhm.
Mr. Burns was disposing of it. Yeah.
Excellent.
I hope it's a woodpecker.
And that would explain if there's like a giant mutant.
Not that woodpecker.
Oh my! If there's a giant mutant woodpecker, it would explain why the trees are all hollowed out, right?
Dude, that'd be.
Ooh, the lore.
Maybe it's a termite then.
Oh.
Ooh, termite went to town on these trees. Holy crap! He's very.
Data.
Oh. Oh.
It's a moth.
It's a moth. Okay. It's morph moth.
I guess trees are made of
Moths.
cloth. Dang, this thing looks cool.
Yeah, it does. I like it's a giant green glowy sprite here.
But how many
Flamethrower
forms?
seems to be. Oh yeah, maybe the next form is not a moth.
Oh, it's a bouncy spider
It's
from Donkey Kong.
It's the man at legs on Pikmin.
I was thinking of the bouncy spider from Donkey Kong Country 3.
Yeah. That one too.
Also from Pikmin.
Also,
Well, I know you all have heard of RNG. This is SAM-NG, a self-aware mass of noxious goo.
And now it's a coughing.
it's using rain dance.
Toxic sludge attack. Go!
James is my favorite character in Pokemon by far.
Alright, 1UP is finishing up the Biolab boss here. Not quite the health they were looking for to do the speed in the slime strat.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, I like getting hit by that goo just sends you flying. Holy moly. You got stuck to the wall there by those crazy projectiles. Hourglass does finish the boss right as Speed Tommy starts it, so maybe he's gaining a little bit of time here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Did end up consuming the boss as expected, so even more radioactive, as if amorphous blob. Wasn't enough. He had to go hunt down another. Maybe treetop blob was a different flavor. He really did get addicted to it. Just had to have more.
It seems more farm to table.
One up's safe strat. He's got really low health, but the boss is almost down too. Oh wait, there's more. There's another health bar. Uh oh. He seemed comfortable to take that dripping thing from the ceiling. Oh, does that like make him immune to the acid here? Because it doesn't seem like it's doing any damage right now. Oh, did take a death right there, it looked like. Back to full health. The strat does seem safe, but the speed on it feels questionable, but maybe he's just looking to finish right now, regardless of the time. There might not, I honestly might not have a better attacking option right now. Like maybe like if the previous good weapons ammo has run out, you're stuck with this default gun is what I'm thinking. Speed Tommy kind of using that default looking weapon on the boss now. We have multiple boss devourings going on right now.
Yeah, 1UP 40 and Speed Tommy remain a boss fight behind each other.
Is Hourglass a morph ball? Oh no, he's pushing one. Got it. This is very different than what we've been seeing so far. This escort quest level, it seems, or at least this part of it. Pushing this little energy-looking sphere to this giant battery, this giant machine. This level looks sick.
Yeah, the whole game is very visually appealing. A lot of work and love gone into it.
There's also explosions everywhere, so it might be a little difficult to take in the scenery. Is this some sort of like missile silo, perhaps? That looks like a very dangerous object right there.
It's Metal Gear.
I don't think Metal Gear was simply a missile.
It's the things that Metal Gear shoots.
Okay, those are missiles. Dang, how big does your rocket launcher have to be to have missiles of this size? Holy cow.
And maybe they're shuttles, like space shuttles.
I mean, at this size, they're just trying to overcompensate.
This section of missile missing seems to be a design flaw.
Maybe it's not a missile, maybe it's just an igloo or something.
Yeah, I am kind of on the missile train here, but I guess it doesn't have to be that. An igloo? What the heck kind of igloos have you seen?
You know, one of those like really long, conic at the top, made of metal igloos.
I'm not sure I've seen that video game before. This one's completely upset. It was oh, okay.
Yeah, clearly a bullet, not a missile.
A giant bullet, actually, that would make a lot of sense.
It does. You know why? Because that explains why there's a section missing as well. Someone bit it.
What part of the bullet do you like to eat? Just kind of the middle.
That's the best part of the bullet. It's where all the nutrients are. On the 40 now, trekking through the crystal caves.
Now, is this stage 6 or 7 that we're in here? The little factory?
Let's see, we had bird, boar, snake, Frankenstein, slime, moth slime. This will be 7.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you say there are 8 stages, but are there also 8 bosses? Because we're about an hour and 10 minutes in here, and their PBs are still about 40 minutes from now. Is the last stage just really long, or is there some more going on?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Ooh. We'll all find out together. I don't know what happened on Hourglass's screen right there, but it looked like he just stood still for a second and then exploded. And it was just really funny looking. I don't think an enemy threw something at him. This little slime rain going on makes it seem a little difficult to actually ascend this section here. Well, ascend quickly. It looks like you can use the platforms, but we want to go fast. Having a little bit of an issue, actually.
This will give Speed Tommy a little bit of a time to catch up, I think.
Yeah.
Will it be enough, though?
Oh, there he goes. He gets up. Nice. Yeah, we'll see how Speed Tommy handles that section there, because that did seem actually really difficult to get up there efficiently. Hope it didn't like hamper his resources too much. He's still got enough to do what he needs to do.
There's that bird with
Oh.
the halo again on Alglass's stream.
Speaking of Hourglass's stream, uh-oh. The game like froze or something there as he entered the teleporter, it looked like. And I saw his mouse moving around, so I don't think something good happened. And now we're seeing no signal. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully be able to get that situated. That was a game restart. Uh-oh. Are we back at the start of the stage? That would be a little... Oh, back to the level select? That's really disheartening, dude. Oh, man. I can only assume he was fairly far into the stage, and now he has to restart it, so... I guess Speed Tommy kind of takes the lead by default then, unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, unfortunately, that looks to be the case.
Now, to be fair, these players aren't like racing each other, right? They're just trying to get... the goal is to get a personal best, right? The goal is just to have a PB. This is just kind of a showcase, or they're not actually just like comparing each other in a sense that it's a race, right?
Yeah, this is mostly just the runners showing off the new strats for the week, and the actual race is whoever gets the best time over the course of the next few weeks.
Right, okay. So there's not like a bracket or something that they're going through. This is just
right.
like
Yeah, this is more of a showcase. The competition is open to everybody, by the way. So go ahead and pick up this game on Steam, and if you can beat out these runners, you'll get $1,000, right? So $1,750 more, which is significantly more than $17. $1,000 to first place, $500 to second, and $250 to third. Whoever gets the best time recorded and submitted to speedrun.com by the cutoff date, which is September 13th, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Are we still in daylight savings time in September 13th? Probably, maybe.
a little over 3 weeks from now. Is what we're looking at.
Yeah, so plenty of time for any of our viewers to pick up the game, start grinding it out, and win that $1,000 bounty.
Hey, $250 sounds like a good prize to me.
Yeah, right. And there's only 4 submissions on speedrun.com right now, so definitely want to get in on that action.
Alright, Speed Tommy going through the teleporter that Hourglass seems to have locked on. Seems to get the loading screen, so that's good. One up on to the multiple animal boss here. Animals such as coughing.
What other animal is the big ball? I mean, it's not a Pokemon. There are plenty of Pokemon that are just big balls, but what is there like an animal, maybe like a roly-poly, maybe?
Yeah, roly plasma was my
Or-
first thought too.
It's another aardvark, dude.
An armadillo.
Armadillo, yeah, that's a different thing. It is a Donkey Kong stage.
Alright, Speed Tommy onto what appears to be the second escort quest here. Pushing our little electric ball. Gets it into the slot. And I'm feeling a boss coming up soon.
What do you think it's gonna be?
It can't just be a giant bullet, right? Oh, it's
Krang.
It's Crank. Alright.
Or
Dude, Crank
Kang.
looks sweet.
It's Krang or Kang.
It's MODOK.
It's Master Ball, the meatball guy from Master Shake.
The meatball guy from Master Shake, yeah.
Meatwad from Aqua 2 Hunger Force. With one eye.
This is the aptly named Eiffel. If you feel as though you're being watched, it's probably because you are.
That's Mother Brain.
It reminds me of like one of those cacodemons from Doom.
Ah, yeah. It's like a beholder without the tentacles.
Yeah, and instead, you know, guns, laser cannons.
I mean, to be fair, the tentacles shoot lasers.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
He has ascended. This little lightning turret doesn't seem to be helping out too much. Whoa! Don't get blasted.
Team Rocket.
Yeah.
So this is boss number 7, we said, right? We got one more stage after this?
That's right.
Flamethrower doing work. It seems like once they got access to a flamethrower, it seems to be the boss weapon of choice.
Yeah, it seems like most things you can set on fire.
That's good. Oh! Time to feast.
Their Speed Tommy has Eiffel down.
Hourglass trying to get back to where he was. Man, that's a crummy way to kind of lose a run, huh? Just something completely out of control, like a game soft lock. I'm sure that's like stuff that's being worked on by the devs too. This was recently released, so it's very likely some things are still kind of lingering in the code that is not ideal. But I'm sure they'll take a look at that one. Right, stage 8 for Speed Tommy. Going through some tunnels here, it looks like. Looks like a underground road here.
It looks like Hourglass is on the same platform section that we pointed out before with the big cable.
Oh no!
From
Yeah, he took out the green guy, but this last jump here kind of had trouble with for a moment. There we go. The slippery side of that bullet is seemed to be giving him a lot of trouble. One up pushing the morph ball here. Should be coming up on that same section here fairly soon, I think. Oh, what is that thing in the background? Is that a Metal Gear? Maybe they're just construction robots. Going deeper and deeper. Man, this game just like throws a lot of enemies at you. It seems like the health is plentiful enough that it doesn't seem like you're in too much danger, or maybe they're just really good at timing their punches to avoid enemies. Or just
Hey, you'll have
doing
to
some
download the game
micro-
and give it a try for yourself.
Yeah. If you're out there thinking, I could do better than these jerks, then pick up a copy of the game and show your stuff. There's definitely incentive to do so.
Yeah, available on Steam as well as the Nintendo Switch, and I do believe the Xbox as well.
Alright, Hourglass onto Mr. Eyeball Brain. I'm sure you did give him a name, but I like my names better. I'm sure it's David Paul. I do like baiting out the giant lasers so you can still stay fairly close to them to do damage really quickly.
Hourglass is armed with that rocket launcher or grenade launcher, whatever that is.
Ooh. Something going on here? It looks like he's preferring to stay on the left side of the screen here. There's no bullet really coming out of the gun, so I'm not sure. Is he stuck? Is Hourglass stuck on that left wall there? Or is he just like hanging out on the wall shooting to the right? Without a projectile, it's hard to tell. Oh, there's the flamethrower.
Yeah, the boss's health bar isn't decreasing.
Uh-oh. Oh, I think he just got his last life blasted. Oh, yeah, maybe he did get stuck or something, so he was trying to die to restart the boss fight rather than, you know, reloading the stage.
On speed gaming, we call that a tactical respawn.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Speed Tommy is not having these same issues and is plugging along.
Falling
moving
down
towards
this,
that final boss.
yeah, falling down this giant shaft. They're going down, down, down. Looks like there's little bonus side areas here, but not interested in them. Oh, that one had a checkpoint, it looked like. Okay, we are interested in this one. Hourglass has defeated the deadly wall enemy and is now roasting this brain. One up, starting to catch up some. A little bit to go before the boss. I kind of wish I knew this game better so I could tell like how much of their movement tech is like being spot on or not, because the dash punch is just so frequent that it feels like there's a lot of room for optimization in how and when you do it. The different angles that it can go on, things like that.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of lag in this game either, so you don't really have to worry about defeating the enemies unnecessarily, right? A lot of the older console speedruns, you see runners just killing dudes not because they have to, but to reduce lag. It doesn't seem to be that much of an issue in this game.
Oh yeah, old NES games definitely had that problem. Or kill enemies to like prevent dropped inputs or something like that too. But no, seems pretty responsive here. In Contra games, were you forced to use whatever the last weapon is you picked up until you ran out of ammo for it? Or could you swap?
In Contra 3, Alien Wars on Super Nintendo, you could actually hold two different guns. There was no ammo mechanic. Well, the bombs in Contra 3. But for the most part, Contra 1 and Super C were just whatever you pick up, you use until you either die or pick up a new gun.
I see. I wasn't sure if there was like a same mechanic in this game, but I think I have seen weapon switching. One up onto the Brain Man, onto Meatball from Master Shape.
Oh my. Yeah, actually not using the flamethrower, using the jelly bean explosion gun.
What is this gun? I haven't seen this one yet. This looks
That
great.
is the critter cannon. Not jelly beans. Those are small, fluffy animals he's shooting into that brain.
Oh no. They are as deadly as they are cute.
Just like the Edicoons. Super Metro.
I saw the recoil on the rocket launcher there. I think that might have been what happened to Hourglass. he was shooting rockets at it and might have like gotten recoiled into the wall a very incorrect way.
Recoiled back onto the title screen.
Yeah, that's a pretty big setback.
No, you want to do it the other way around. Recoil onto the end credits.
There you go.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
recoil.
a no major glitches run.
You have to recoil off the right side of the screen for that.
No,
Boss is dead and devoured. What's that?
It depends, you know. Sometimes you have to go left.
I don't believe that for a second.
Good guys go left to right.
Oh no. Someone's gonna make a game where you just primarily go left, and it's gonna be innovative. No one's seen this
You could
before.
play a handful of Mario Maker 2 levels.
Oh no. Well, Mario Maker games, you're forced to start on the left, and then the ending is always on the right.
Yeah,
I suppose you
have
could
to
just
go-
like make like a sub level.
Yeah.
All right, fine, Mega Man Maker then.
I actually don't know the limitations of Mega Maker. You might be onto something though.
Is there a Mega Man level where you start off going left? Now I have to think of
Well,
every.
there's a whole Mega Man Maker.
Yeah.
Available.
Just trying to think of any of the NES games. If there's any of them where you start off going to the left.
I've seen some Mega Man-like games where they play into tropes and you do start going left. Pits at the edge of the screen that have down arrows, and you fall down them and just die, rather than going to the screen transition.
Sounds like I want to be the guy.
Oh gosh. I'm glad this game isn't like that game. I have some choice feelings about about those games. Alright, Speed Tommy getting deeper and deeper into this little weapons factory area, I suppose. Now, if there's a boss
Yes.
coming up, this is fairly below their PB right now. So either there's something after the 8 stages here we're looking at, or maybe they just got that more optimized in the last 2 days.
Well, if you read the rules on speedrun.com for the leaderboard, it says the timer ends when the final boss reaches 0 HP. So maybe there's like an 8th boss and then a final boss, or maybe
Yeah, the Twilight stages.
Or maybe they're just really far ahead.
Maybe new tech has come out that we're seeing and don't realize.
Maybe the last boss just takes 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
His
possible.
name is Speed Tommy.
He's just that fast. Is the final boss Tommy?
From the Who?
No,
That
from
is not
Rugrats.
what's on the Mad Cat Studio website.
Tommy Pickles. What were you saying, August?
Yeah.
Tommy is not the official name on the Mega Cat Studio website.
I see.
I guess you'll reveal that when we get to the final boss. You don't want to spoil anything.
Oh yeah, very anti-spoilers.
In some of these. Oh gosh, Speed Tommy just kind of exploded there. Is he? I think he was feasting. Saw something he wanted to eat and just went right for it. I actually haven't seen too much just stopping to eat an enemy here. I guess that's not part of the speed tech, which I guess makes sense when you say that when you eat too much you start getting a little sluggish.
Yeah, I think the bosses are enough to satiate their appetites.
I'll say. They're very large. I'm sure that brain guy was very filling.
Monkey's brains, while quite popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C.
No, I would assume not. I haven't heard of anyone eating that here in the Americas.
I'm sure at least one person will appreciate me quoting Clue movie. It's funny because we always get to quote the Clue movie in Link to the Past randomizers when we're adding up the Aghanim hits, the 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus. Never mind.
Nice.
All right, I'm done with that.
Ooh. We coming up on something soon? Looked like an important kind of area there. Nope, we're going up. We're going up. Ooh. Weapon decisions. Yeah, it looks like he's holding 6 weapons right now. After devouring that thing.
One for each finger.
There you go. It's a lot to choose from whenever we're on to boss time. I'm sure there's like an optimal weapon for specific situations or areas, and you're just hoping to. I guess you said everything was like kind of random here. Getting a random drop of that specific weapon type, getting one of those early would actually be probably a huge boost to the speedrun. But yeah, I like the. There's so many things you just have to like make quick decisions on.
Ooh,
Hey, do I want this? Uh-oh. It's not a good screen. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's Tommy. That's a big scorpion. Remember that episode of Rugrats where Tommy Pickles was an Animorph?
I do remember that.
Funny,
What-
you should say that. The official name of this boss is the Trinomorph. Not much else info given up on him.
It's man of mystery, it seems. This is what happens when you don't get your pudding at 3 a.m.
Why are you making pudding at 3 a.m.?
I've lost control of my bullets. This boss seems fairly manipulatable right now. Speed Tommy is beating out attacks and doing a fairly good job of getting out of the way, while the flamethrower whittles away at what seems to be a lot of health. Maybe you were right about the final boss taking 15 minutes.
Or maybe we're on world record pace.
Yeah. Let's see. Speed Tommy's personal best for this game is 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 49 seconds. So we're about 7 minutes ahead of that right now. Dude, this game times to the millisecond too. That's great. Or at least their PVs do.
Some of the submissions, yeah, on speedrun.com. Actually, let me just go ahead and link the leaderboard here.
Yeah, it's 2020. We can count milliseconds.
And times have changed.
Funnily, though, none of the on-stream timers have milliseconds.
What? Yeah, they do.
They have centiseconds.
What you talking about? Oh,
They've got 10 milliseconds as
That's true. I've never actually seen leaderboards like Well, no, this one has. Wait, what? Why does the leaderboard have like 3 digits? Because I don't know. Whatever.
And most of the games that have milliseconds in the timing are the highly optimized NES games like Super
Mhm.
Mario Brothers and DuckTales, right?
Yeah, like the sub 5-minute runs, where they have to have that accuracy.
All about those subpixels.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
There's it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Feast.
So maybe there's a final boss after the 8th boss.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. Otherwise, 5 minutes ahead of schedule.
Where's he going? This is new content. Oh, what was that? She disappeared. He's gonna moonwalk over here. I'm watching this cutscene, just trying to piece together what's going on. There is a 9th stage.
Final boss time. This is not available on the Mega Cat Studio website in the bosses section.
Whoa! This guy is huge. He's got big guns.
Is this Rocksteady from Ninja Turtles?
Oh, well, there went the first phase. That was really fast. oh, it's boss rush time. Boss rush time, but they seem to have significantly less health than they did. Mowing the lawn with that gun.
Alright, the Giga Vulture down.
I see. So this is just kind of between phase form. This giant hunk of thing is. At least the first part didn't have that much health. Maybe he used a different gun.
Maybe it's not an aardvark face. Maybe that's like a gas mask.
It does come with a gas mask, but I mean, it could be both. Aardvarks can wear gas masks.
Yeah.
It's an Aardvark who is an exterminator on the side.
There you go. He's using the little critter launcher. They make funny noises. I love it. If this is the default gun here that Speed Tommy is using, it does seem like ammo management is a bigger deal if you're like doing a boss rush here. So he's probably saving his bigger guns for the later, more dangerous bosses, perhaps. That's a lot of rockets. Oh no, don't get sucked in. It's goofy noise. It's... Onto the moth phase. Still opting to use this gun, saving the others, or maybe just as out of ammo with all the other guns. Not sure. Yeah, I could definitely see where this boss might take a while, based on how you did, you know, collecting guns and ammunition previously.
Yeah, and what skill tree you chose.
Mm-hmm. Though I wonder if since this isn't like a stage, I wonder if like you get an ammo refill between stages, right? So maybe you do just have all of your ammo for this fight. Ooh, eating those rockets. Hourglass and 1UP are both on the 8th stage boss and pretty similar health values. Hourglass is just slightly ahead.
Yeah, seems Hourglass's troubles have let 1UP 40 catch up.
Yeah, that was just super unfortunate. First, kind of a hard lock going on with the teleporter, and then getting stuck in a wall with the boss and having to wait for it to kill him to respawn. That's okay. I'm glad he's been a trooper and still playing for us. Does end up getting the boss down. Speed Tommy is on the final boss, Clone, the 8th stage boss, kind of redux you.
No, this
One
guy's
up.
giving me some Dead Hand vibes. He's got like the long neck and he reaches down. Ugh.
It's a little unsettling, yeah. I have a mouth in my mouth.
Like a xenomorph.
Yeah.
What did you say the name of this boss was, August?
That's a mystery to me. Mega Cat Studios has not provided any information on this final boss.
I mean the 8th level boss, the Tommy
Oh,
Scorpion.
that is the Trinomorph.
Trinomorph, right? Okay. So I think that is an homage to the Alien series.
Yeah, it looked like this final boss here was some lady that happened to be in your little base. Oh, I think 1UP picked the wrong stage. You go to this lady and she kind of teleports away and becomes this spooky thing. Oh, what a twist! Alright, Speed Tommy depleting this health bar. Is this it? Or is there another phase? Oh, that looks to be it.
Yep, his timer has stopped.
Speed Tommy finishing with a 142.17, which is about a minute and a half past his PB, but still fairly good run regardless.
Yep, putting on a clinic, giving you a walkthrough of the stages and strats for the boss. It seems like that flamethrower is the way to go.
Yeah, it seemed to be really good there. For at least the vast majority of the bosses. But maybe strats will change. This is still really early on in the game's life, so maybe something will be found that, you know, maybe you could find it. You out there right now could find the winning strategy.
For $1,000.
Yeah.
Thank you again to Mega Cat Studios for sponsoring this stream, as well as making the game Bite the Bullet and putting out the bounties for that world record. $1,000 for first place, $500 for second, and $250 for third. GG to Speed Tommy winning this exhibition race. But remember, the race is ongoing. We have till September
13th, was it?
13th, 1 p.m. Eastern time to get the world record and submit it to speedrun.com for that cash prize.
A cash prize of, what is it, 100,000 pennies?
Whoa. All individually wrapped.
Not even like rolls of 50 each, just individually. And what's the shipping cost on that gotta be?
A lot more pennies than it's worth.
It was a trick question. It's illegal to ship cash.
Is it?
I don't know. It might be.
What?
I think you're not.
Then my grandma needs to have a word with the FBI.
Let's say, what about like birthday cards in the mail or something?
I join, and the first thing I hear is something about your grandma working for the FBI. Hello, everybody.
From Speed Tommy, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. How is everybody doing here?
I think Owlglass has had two very unfortunate moments, but has caught up quite a bit from where
Yeah.
they were before. He appears to have had like a soft lock going into one of the teleporters and had to like redo almost an entire stage.
Yeah, it looks like that, yeah.
And then I think on the 7th stage boss got stuck on a wall and had to wait for the boss to kill him so he could respawn and try
Oh
again.
my god. That just feels painful.
Yeah,
But
it was
it
a
looks like he's recovered in stride, actually.
Mm-hmm. They're actually in a pretty contending race here, these two. But no, you took the victory today and had a very good showcase of what the game has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In fact, I will have to talk with the devs and with the other runners, because today in the morning there was an update released on Steam, and this update essentially obsoletes every single run before today's race, because there's a level that's completely missing. The Vora boss is 100 times harder than it was before. There are a couple of things here and there, a couple of level layouts that are quite different. So, in essence, specifically I'm talking for level 5, because there's an entire level before the Goop boss that's just missing. It's gone. So,
Oh my.
in essence, all runs before this one end up being obsolete because it's no longer part of the actual game. Where
Yeah.
they're essentially doing things that are not present. And this Vora boss is actually like 500 times harder than it used to be, because I could just whip out the assault rifle before, spam the Vora boss, and we'd be done with it. But nah, here it's extremely long, much longer than it was before. If we had the Vora boss that we had earlier, I could swear I would have gone 1 hour 37 minutes easy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So we are seeing the updated version?
this is absolutely updated. Yeah,
I see.
it's weird as well. It's kind of a, I mean, it looks better. It definitely looks better. There's not, at least in my side of things, I haven't gotten stuck in anything. I think the soft locks have been patched, at least the ones that I got stuck in. But apparently now we're seeing new ones. Nice.
Yeah, I'm sure the devs will see that and get to work kind of trying to fix that, because that was just a really unfortunate thing to happen, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, here it's, I will have to talk with the speedrunners about potentially changing the leaderboards and deleting obsolete runs. Because, yeah,
Oh, wow.
this new update
So we are seeing
definitely
the
changes
updated
quite a
version?
bit of things. Oh, apparently Hourglass is done.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, Hourglass is agreeing with me. We do need to clear leaderboard. I swear, it's extremely different. It's very, very different from what we were used to.
Yeah, I read an article about an update that mentioned some sound effects and some like neon colors. That's about all though.
I think that's the synthwave update. You can talk to these guys with the boomboxes in the level select screen, and you can opt to activate something called synthwave mode, where everything turns into neon colors and there's synthwave instead of rock in the background. It's nice. Obviously, because we're runners, we don't take the time to actually do that, but I have played it casually, and synthwave mode is absolutely bonkers. I love it. I wish there was a way to activate it from the options screen right at the beginning.
Maybe we'll have to do a special feature of that mode one of these weeks.
Yes, I'd love that.
One Up does
Synthwise
finish
percent.
as well. One Up does finish.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I think all 3 runners have finished at this point.
Yeah, congratulations to
Hourglass and
everyone.
1UP.
But yeah, it's good to see that the game is still getting updates. But yeah, it's when you're kind of in the middle of a speedrunning competition, some things you might have to kind of iron out here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
in
there's
the middle
still
of-
3 weeks before the end of the competition, so hopefully we'll get a more stable thing that everyone can compete on together.
And hopefully we don't get updates that change gameplay like today's update, because then we have to retcon the leaderboards again, and that's going to be quite the doozy, I would say. Hello, 1UP.
Hey,
Hello,
How you
welcome.
doing, man?
doing pretty good. That's quite the run. Or I mean, yeah, lots of stuff happened that run at least.
Sounded like there were some surprises.
I'll let 1UP talk. 1UP.
What's up?
How do you feel the run this time around? And what do you think of the update? Do you reckon that we may have to retcon the leaderboards?
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's an interesting question going forward because yeah, it seems like it's been a week and there's already been a couple updates like this, so it certainly makes things interesting trying to figure all that out. Especially like when you count that, you know, there's people playing console versions too, and they might not have all these updates. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting question going forward. How we're going to deal with all that. I know I definitely wasn't expecting the final boss Vora to be buffed like that at the end. I used like all my weapons on the level 8 boss, and then like expecting the same Vora from previous runs, and then like I got to Vora. I'm like, oh. Yeah, looks like I'm going to be using my rifle a lot more here.
And yes, Hourglass, we did get straight to level 5 boss as well, I believe. Like, level 5 is entirely missing except for the boss.
Yeah, 5-5. Yeah, that was interesting too. I was kind of surprised by that.
Hourglass is in the call, by the way. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I think he might be having some problems with the microphone.
Sorry, I
There we
muted
go.
because of I generally mute. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's alright,
it's
welcome.
fine.
The level 5 boss was a real surprise. I was like, oh no, I bugged it. Oh no, run is invalid. Oh, what do I do?
I
yeah.
think they just deleted 5-5, like entirely, and just left the boss.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
weird.
they saw my zombie strat and decided to fuck around with me. Say, oh, you're not gonna have any zombies anymore.
Yeah, I think they
Uh.
fixed a few things, but they broke a few others.
Yeah, Hourglass, you seem to have a couple of unfortunate things happen.
Yeah, soft lock at 7-4, which is level before boss, so that's like, I don't know, 7 minutes or something, and then a soft lock at the boss itself. So yeah, but overall, I mean, hey, still a good run, sub 2 hours.
It's better than nothing, really.
Yeah.
For a game that's only really been live for a couple weeks now, I think it's still going pretty good.
I remember on our first run through of this game, we were all mentioning that it would be amazing to get sub 2 hours 40, and look where we are now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, there's certainly quite a few levels that twist and turn a lot, and it takes time to get familiar with them and figure out exactly the right way to get through the level quickly. And so yeah, like the more we got familiar with the levels, it's like, oh yeah, like you can actually fly through this one. It doesn't take quite as long to go through this one. I know personally there were still a couple of times where kind of got turned around a little bit, and I'm sure there probably was cases like that for the other runners too.
Yeah,
But
elevators.
I got
Yeah.
lost in stage 8 at one point. I got off the elevator way too early and went to a dead end.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen the
Yeah,
game before. It was pretty neat seeing all the speed tech. It does seem like there's a lot of room for figuring out like the dash punch, when it's safe to do so, so you don't take a whole bunch of damage and stuff like that. It did seem neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dash punching is just avoid places where insta that happens, because especially on like level 8-3, I think there's a lot of pits, and the level 8 area is really brutal. You can easily die on them, so that's a risky place for game overs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, and one of the biolab levels too, where there's the enemies that have the projectile that make you vomit, and like
Oh,
they can
yeah.
hit you in midair, and you'll drop right into the pit. There's like literally nothing you can
Yes!
do about it.
Oh, that's so annoying. Also, sometimes the zombies decide to like get some weird stallion rabbit with rabbit legs and jump over, hit you in the middle of the air, and there you are, losing all your progress.
Yep.
Oh man. But hey, GG everybody. I think despite the update, despite the soft locks, we all got really good times. I would recommend Hourglass 1-up. Maybe we could get Fiesel in and some devs in into a call to discuss the future of the leaderboards, because essentially this update invalidates every single run that we did before, because the game changed. The game did change.
Yeah, they did a few boss things differently. A level is gone. I'm hoping that all the other updates will be just bug fixes and like maybe aesthetics, but they did with the previous update, level 2 a bit darker, level 6 a bit like different color schemes and such. That was
You know, this looks
perfectly
like
fine.
Christmas.
It does.
I'm gonna call it Christmas Land from here on out.
Yeah, it is wonderful. I mean, it's good that they put in work, and I mean, the Vora boss needed a buff, honestly, because it is indeed like a final boss. No spoilers ahead, I guess, but there is something about the previous Vora that was just too easy. So I like this Vora boss a lot more. This feels like an end boss.
It feels like an end boss, and I agree with you on that. It is so much more satisfying to defeat Vora boss than it was before. But as I said, it does change the panorama for speedrunning. And of course, leaderboards won't match up, because before we could beat the Vora boss with just the assault rifle. Now we actually have to think about how to beat it.
I think Vora boss added like 3 minutes, 4 minutes now due to the HP buffs and
Yeah.
running out of ammo, and maybe the level 8 boss will change as well in tactic, because if you run out of ammo on Vora, like time save wise, it's interesting.
Yeah, there's certainly gonna have to be a little bit of changing of strategies to try to figure out the right ammo balance between the level 8 boss and Vora. So yeah, like now that we know that going forward, it's not a surprise at the last second. Yeah, we can take that into account a little more now.
I
Yeah,
still
no.
believe that sub 1 hour 30 is possible. It is going to be a bit harder now that Vora's this difficult and long, but I reckon it's still possible.
I
enough
think if you can
optimization.
get like a flamethrower with 100% ammo, you have 600, you use about 300-ish on the level 8 boss, gives you like a full flamethrower, which can burn Vora plus the turtle again, which would save 2 minutes and a half easily of this boss.
Yeah.
I noticed too that it seemed like some of my ammo got refilled between level 8 and the final boss, and some of it didn't. I'm not quite sure exactly what the mechanics behind that are.
I think I got plus 150 fire ammo. The last weapon I ended with got a little bit of ammo extra. So maybe it's like above the current, well, like give ammo to currently equipped weapon or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we need to talk about going forward, of course. But for the moment, I think this was a really good race.
That was wonderful. Really good. I mean, I think, Tommy, did you soft lock at any point?
Actually, no. I had a really,
Oh my
really
God.
nice run, but I did I did get lost in stage 8, and I also died on stage 5 because of the vomiting projectiles, and got a little bit locked between zombies and stage 3. So nothing as bad as a soft lock per se, but it was still really, really bad.
Okay,
Lost
then.
quite a few minutes there.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching, and thank you to our players for showing us this showcase of the game here. Yeah, I guess we'll just about wrap it up unless there's anything else you all want to say.
I got nothing.
Just a general thank you to the devs for and Speed Gaming to run this competition, and yeah, that is fun to have a new game being run and everything. It's really fun.
Quite an experience this has been, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next couple of weeks bring. It's been fun so far, and yeah, thanks for the commentary and the restream, everyone. Yeah, this was a fun run.
All right. Then that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for coming out again. We had One Up, Speed Tommy, and Hourglass here playing Bite the Bullet for you. Have our little competition, our little speedrun competition going on for a couple more weeks now until September 13th. We have $1,750 in prizes going out to in total for first, second, and third place in the speedrun competition. So if you'd like to join, go grab the game and give it a shot. Speedrun's still kind of young, so still kind of learning new strats and stuff. Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thank you all for coming by. Have a good evening.
See you later.